We've all been scared, had dreadful feelings, even feelings of hopelessness, and scared to face our most rooted fears. And that's getting to the source and facing our problems head on. Losing ourselves every time we acknowledge with a reluctance to admit we have to face our problems. And like many, we struggle with being honest with our emotions. You know, the strong-headed, independent individuals who tends to find ourselves surrounded by a problem only we can solve. Trying everything you've ever learned only to find the answer when you're at loss. When the key to that door seems obvious, it's only become more difficult. It's okay to ask for help or advice, but when the help can't see what you see, and after trying everything, for them to trust you, it's like you have no choice but to leave and put trust into your own hands. Cutting ties with everything until something is different. Addictions, drama, people we love, or if it's yourself being the problem, or just the right person at the wrong time. Prioritizing your well-being and peace. Keeping mind and time intact is important. Perspective is important. Being stagnant it just isn't fun. So I find ways to optimize my time and space through trial and error. I'm not saying don't get help, but be careful, as I said before, with advice. It can only go so far. Being told the exact same thing over and over and over again and feeling like nothing's changing. One of the best things I did for myself was to allow myself to be vulnerable in my feelings and feeling them when needed, allowing myself to think for myself and take my time to not lose myself any more than I already have, allowing myself to cry, allowing myself to be happy, allowing myself to be proud with the small successes in my journey. Pat yourself on the back. Even having a plan of approach, sometimes the first few attempts doesn't work, so we have to change our approach that best suits us as the individual. And when trying to understand ourselves and our thoughts, and having learned that backwards is the wrong way to go, and the only way out of a bad situation is to keep moving forward, leaving behind the problems. Even if the problems are your friends, yourself, no matter how big or small it may seem, only then you can meet up with them again on the other side, when something's different. That something different is growth. Eventually you reach a point of realization and it hits deep and it hits hard, and that's when you're trying to get clarity or closure to help us grow past our struggles, and it simply cannot be found in anyone else but ourselves. I've gone deep. You'll go deep into your journey of healing and growth, and you might even stumble upon familiar things and people that are identical to situations, and going on, it'll test how far you've come. But something is different, and that difference is the awareness. You can open your eyes to life. That discovery, the discovery you're experiencing and finding the light at the end of the tunnel, an opening that's always been there inside of you, inside of me, inside of all of us. It's like an intangible, not being something you can hold, see, or even grab. It's a transforming spiritual experience from within. It's also at this point that me and many others may realize that running away or wanting it, to escape isn't the objective anymore. Old vices that don't have control over your decisions and emotions. It's in self-discovery that I find the answer within myself, and in my revelation, the escaping disappears. Our most challenging obstacles in life are the ones we have to face alone, without anyone. Change is okay, especially whenever, I'm always reinventing myself, and while keeping the makeup of who I am and the base of me, and doing it alone, we end up reaping the highest rewards and finding out how to view a situation differently. You come to alter your perspective on life as a whole, and assisting you to see far. When the going gets tough, the most powerful feeling is the ability to open your eyes and see.
Remember, problems comes and go. So there is hope. As we approach the light, also there is hope at the end of every problem.